What do you think are the North's true intentions for meeting with Xi?
Well, it's all predictable. You know, it took Kim Jong-il, Kim II, the current leader's father, 6 years upon seizing power to make his first visit to Beijing. The fact that Kim Jong-un had yet to meet with Xi triggered many pundits to opine that Sino-North Korea relations are at an all-time low. I don't think so. This day was bound to happen, the anti-social North Korean leader popping up in Beijing. Why now? Because he had a banner ballistic year last year with 3 intercontinental ballistic missile tests and the most powerful nuclear test to date for his nation. So now it's time to change the tunes from one of molto agitato to placido to come across as a reasonable statesman calling for negotiations and get all the powers, principally the United States, to prematurely relax sanctions so that Kim may buy time and money with which to perfect his own nuclear posture review.
He certainly has momentum at this moment, but we also know that there's staffing issues as well as a lack of preparation. How likely do you think this meeting is to actually happen between Trump and Kim?
I don't think it's likely to happen in May, but if it happens further down the calendar, perhaps the U.S. may be better positioned, but you have to negotiate from a position of strength. Kim has been calling the tunes, Kim has been calling the shots, and the biggest powers in the world have always obliged. Kim beckons, they listen. We have to change that dynamic. We have to make sure that Kim feels so pressured, his back against the wall, that it's either regime collapse or he spends the rest of his life in posh exile, or he reforms and denuclearizes. Those stark choices must be made clear to Kim, and we are not there yet.
What does the U.S. have to gain by coming to the table here?
Not a lot. I mean, Mr. Trump will end up legitimating Kim. You know, a summit meeting is unlike a blind date. It must be clear of, devoid of any surprises. Spontaneity is anathema. And for Mr. Trump to presume that he, with his own innate charm and ingenuity and brilliance and the art of the deal and so on, can get this dictator, who is the 3rd generational leader of a dynasty that's been in power for 70 years, a regime that's been pursuing nuclear weapons for half a century, to get this kind of dictator to give it up, that is a fallacy.
It's a fascinating high-stakes exchange there. Sung-Yoon Lee